inaugural, but I'm not sure whether it was that or whether it was just MSC being a pain in the butt. But
Yeah,
Najuma, I'll
they
send
were.
you some information. I'll do some price quotes for you if you have a preference as far as interior or balcony. Let me know. Go ahead, Larry.
No, I was just responding to that.
I got you.
I like big ships and I cannot lie.
That's right.
And I haven't been on it. I've only been on the Vista class twice, Carnival. That's it. So I've never been on the any of those big ships. I am booked on Harmony of the Seas in 2025, which is what, the third largest, I think it is.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm booked on
right.
Harmony as well in
Oh,
January.
actually, that just reminded me, Rob.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard us talking. So these guys were talking about Norwegian Encore out of Alaska of June of 2025. Remember how we were talking? Maybe we'll move the Epic. Maybe we can move the Epic to the June of 2025. Remember how you were saying you were going to push it into 2025 farther?
That was an option I was potentially looking at.
Yeah, I like that idea.
We'll
Who's
talk
that?
some more about it later. More about it later.
Yeah. No. I just thought it's okay. Are you okay, Bobby? Are you awake?
Always. No.
Talking about Dewey, he's in the chat right now.
Dewey's in there? Hey, Dewey! Oh, so that means Dewey's up. I get to give him a call. I was trying to call him last night, but he fell asleep. I'm going to call you here in a few minutes, Dewey. You better be awake.
Does anybody know when Dewey's actually having a vacation in Florida?
He's already on vacation. He's been on vacation in Florida.
Never rings me, the mongrel.
Call him last night. He has a life, Sean.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
He's coming from Facebook.
I'm setting up my my lives for next week. So
Actually, Dewey's going to be going close to you next week. In less than a week, he's going out of New Jersey. I think he's going. Yeah, Dewey's going on the Oasis of the Seas next week.
Yeah, he just said that. Yeah, that's the port I just went out of on. I went on Liberty of the Seas. Same port. They just go different days.
Have you sailed out of Manhattan, Klock?
I've sailed to Manhattan because my very first cruise I ever went on was on the Carnival Pride out of Baltimore. Well, the day of our wedding, it was our honeymoon cruise. The day of our wedding is when Hurricane Matthew was starting to hit the Bahamas.
Oh,
and they said, You're no longer going to Bahamas, you're going north. We're going to go to New York, New Brunswick, Canada, and to another port in Canada. Well, then, like I said, they sent us north. We get to New York City, and it was, like I said, first cruise. We were all freaking out about making sure we get back to the ship on time because we were told they'd leave you if you didn't get back to the ship on time. And everywhere in New York City took 45 minutes to get to. Even if you're only going a couple blocks, it took 45 minutes. So we went back to the ship about an hour early, get on the ship, get all ready for dinner, and they come with the announcement saying, we're no longer going to Canada. We're going to spend the night here, and then we're going back towards the bay tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So we were irate at this point because like our 7-day cruise was a 7-day cruise to New York City.
New York City, yeah.
And that's 4.5 hours away from my house.
Yeah.
So there was the people on the ship were even more irate because about half the people. So the day of my wedding, they announced that they're no longer going, and about half the ship canceled their cruise. So we were already at about 50% capacity. When they announced we're no longer going to Canada, a lot that were booked on that cruise were actually from New York City. They only kept it because they were going to go to Canada as well. Well, as soon as they found out that, a lot of them went down to the desk and said, we no longer want to be on this ship. We want to get off right here while we're still in New York City and just go home from here.
Go home from there, yeah.
Well, they told them, we cannot let you do that because some way, it's some rules or whatever. And so somebody got a hold of the local news, and we have the helicopters flying around our ship saying that the cruise passengers are trapped on the ship, that they won't let them leave.
Wow.
So the very next morning, they said anybody that wants to leave now can leave.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
And this was like the third day of the cruise. So the third day of the cruise, about another 50% of the people got off. So we were like 25% capacity for the rest of the 4 days on the cruise. So it was awesome. Like the people in the venues would come and hang out with us, like all the performers, and they'd sing with karaoke with us. They'd sing, like, we went to the piano bar one night, and it was just me, my wife, and the other couple that was with us. We were the only ones in there. And then the performers came in, and they would sing background with the piano bar guy. And so it was pretty awesome. A lot of different things.
I was going to ask, did they compensate you well for that? But it sounds like you had a great time after.
They gave us each I think it was $100 originally for the onboard credit because of not going south, and then they made it another $150. So I think we got $250 each onboard credit, and then on top of that, we got 50% off a future cruise. So the very next year for our anniversary, I took her on the same cruise, but we actually got to go on the same on the actual destination we were supposed to go on.
It's a bucket list thing for me. You know, obviously this is because of the Titanic kind of deal, but I need that epic photo of Statue of Liberty. You know, gotta have that.
So when you're sitting in port in Bayonne, you can shoot the like if you go look at my my tour of my room tour that I just put out last week, you can see my footage from on top of the ship, and you see the Statue of Liberty and everything else, and the whole city line right from the top of the ship.
I got to get that Statue of Liberty shot. That's a bucket list thing for me.
Yeah. Now, of course, you're a little bit.
I've never been to New York, so my one and only time on the East Coast of America was in 1978, where we drove from New Brunswick, St. John, to Boston. And we got to see a couple ball games at Fenway Park. And that's my only memories of the East. So, I've always wanted to go to New York. Never had the opportunity.
So that cruise I took in October last year went to Boston, Portland, Maine, Bar Harbor, Maine, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and then St. John,
New Brunswick. Yeah. Now, don't add an S to the end now. Don't add an S. It's a rival thing that we have between Newfoundland, because there's St. John's, which is ST period JOHNS, Newfoundland, and ours is SAINTJOHN. So it's kind of like a rivalry thing between us. Just a funny joke that we do. Don't put that S on there. We're not Newfies.
I got you.
Don't put that S on when you say Australia.
Australia.
Australia?
So see the statue anyway, Larry says.
What's that?
In the comments here it says, with all the smoke from Canada, you won't be able to see the statue, Larry. That's all good right now.
Like, blame all the smoke on Larry.
Yeah.
We know that you... It's because you're steaming because your kitchen isn't done yet.
Oh. Ouch.
Sean.
Larry.
I'm not allowed to talk about that on live, and Andy already got mad at me.
Sorry.
She's going to kill me now. Thanks, Sean.
It's all right. Any excuse to come and see you, Larry.
Yeah. I'm actually going to get going. I got to talk to Dewey anyway. So, Bobby, look into that cruise.
I will.
He will.
All right. Anyway, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Yep. have a good
Dewey,
night.
I'm going to call you. Be ready. Good night, guys.
See you,
See.
mate. And then
And
there
then there
were
were
four.
4.
Well, I'm probably gonna get off. Phew. Man, I'm struggling. The struggle is real. John, I'm going to send you a message. Probably not till tomorrow. Me, Sherry from Destination Fun, and Jennifer from Embarkation Nation have this little idea going. So
Yep.
I will send you a message.
Sure. Look forward to it.
But I hope everybody's had a good night. Hopefully they enjoyed their time with us. I appreciate everybody coming on. Rob, I know you didn't really get much of a chance.
Not really.
You're still good for doing the haunted tour in New Orleans, right?
For 2.
I'm probably going to look into that stuff tomorrow as well. Make some phone calls. You're going in Friday morning?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. But I'm going to try to get the prices together and make sure that we can like have our whole group together. Some of the groups are like limited to like 20 people per group or something like that. I think we still have a little bit less than 20, but I need to get a firmed up amount. So I think I counted like 11 or 12, and that was without Jimmy from the Astute Tourist. So I'll have to get with him. But Sean, thank you for coming to us from the future.
Thank you for having me. Even though I
And,
know you didn't, your mother did. But anyway.
Yep. Had you? Okay. Eddie, as always, pain in my ass.
Ooh.
Kept you awake an extra half hour, so don't be whining.
Yep. So, thanks everybody, and have a good night. And catch y'all. I have my normal live with the wife tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Today at 7 p.m.
Yeah, today at 7 p.m. Sorry. If y'all have some time, check us out. And till then,